I want to start tonight with a story. This weekend, I was standing on the riverbank, watching a group of people getting ready to float. Same river, same starting point, same destination. But every single one of them was having a completely different experience. One guy was excited, couldn't wait to get in the water. Another was nervous, he couldn't swim. One woman was frustrated. Her raft wouldn't inflate right. Another was already tired. She'd had a long week and just wanted peace. A couple of kids were splashing and laughing like the world was perfect. One man stood off to the side, quiet, staring at the water like he was carrying something heavy. Same river, same moment. Completely different journeys. And as I watched them, it hit me. This is leadership. This is life. This is every relationship we have. We think we're all standing in the same place, but we're not. We think we're all seeing the same thing, but we're not. We think we're all ready for the same pace, but we're not. Some people are excited, some are scared, some are distracted, some are hurting, some are ready to move, some are barely holding on. And here's the truth. You cannot lead people if you assume they're all standing in the same emotional spot. You can't teach them, guide them, lift them, or influence them if you don't take the time to understand where they are in their journey, not yours. That moment on the riverbank reminded me of something I've seen my whole life. Every person you meet is carrying a story you don't know. Every person is decoding the world through a lens you don't own. Every person is learning in a way that is unique to them. If you try to lead everyone the same way, you'll miss them. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to lead people where they are, not where you wish they were. And how to do that in a world full of different ages, different experiences, different wounds, different strengths, different want to energy. Because leadership isn't about control, it's about awareness, it's about tuning in. It's about learning someone's language before you try to speak into their life. And that brings us to the 5 steps we're going to walk through tonight. Quick break, because this one matters. The critical thinking class is almost here, and it's not just another workbook. It's the system that teaches you how human thinking actually works, how clarity replaces chaos, how empathy and logic finally meet, and how real leadership begins with understanding, not reaction. Inside the workbook, you'll unlock the full critical thinking class with video lessons, tools, and real-world practice built to change how you lead, decide, and communicate. If you're ready to think better, lead better, and live the want to life, this is where it starts. The Critical Thinking Book and class, coming soon from the Want to Project. Get a head start and pick up your copy of our Critical Thinking Book, now available on Amazon.
The journey, leading people where they are, not where you stand opening. Every one of us is on a journey. Not the same road, not the same pace, not the same weather. We walk through life with different experiences, ages, races, genders, wounds, strengths, learning styles, lenses we decode the world with. Leadership is never one size fits all. Not with others. Not even with ourselves. Some days the weather changes us. Some days life events change us. Some days we don't even know why we feel off. We just do. Now multiply that by every person you interact with today. Every coworker, every friend, every family member, every stranger, every person you lead. Every interaction is a moment of influence, whether you want it or not. And as much as we like to believe we can control that influence, the truth is this. Their desire, their want to, their life happening in real time is the filter that determines what they hear, what they learn, and what they reject. This is why leadership requires awareness. Not authority, not ego, not my way. Awareness. Why awareness matters. If you're not tuned into their channel, their energy, their learning style, their emotional state, their desire, their want to, then you're not leading. You're broadcasting. And when you broadcast to the wrong frequency, you don't just miss opportunities. You waste time, you frustrate yourself, and you work against your own goals. We can only speak someone's language if we take the time to learn it. This is the work. This is the craft. This is the discipline of leadership. It requires separating your story from their story from someone else's. and everyone's story from your assumptions. Every person you lead is as unique as a fingerprint, an iris, a snowflake. So, how do you lead a group of people who are all different all the time? You follow these 5 steps. The 5 steps to lead people on their journey, minute by minute if needed. 1. Slow down and observe. Before you speak, teach, correct, or guide, observe. Look for body language, tone, energy, engagement, frustration, confusion, desire. Leadership begins with noticing. 2. Ask before you assume. A simple question can save an entire relationship. Ask, where are you today? What do you need right now? How do you learn best? What's getting in your way? People will tell you how to lead them if you give them space. 3. Adjust your approach. Leadership is not rigid. It's responsive. Some people need directness, encouragement, space, structure, repetition, visuals, hands-on practice, accountability, compassion. Your job is to adjust, not force. 4. Separate your story from theirs. Your mood is not their fault. Your past is not their burden. Your expectations are not their truth. When you lead from your own story, you miss theirs. When you lead from their story, you unlock them. 5. Meet them where they are, not where you wish they were. This is the hardest part. You may see their potential. You may see their future. You may see what they could be. But they are standing where they are standing. Leadership is walking to that spot, standing beside them, and saying, let's take the next step together. Not 10 steps. Not the whole staircase. Just the next one. Leadership is not about controlling outcomes. It's about honoring the journey, yours and theirs. Every person you meet today is carrying something you can't see. Every person is decoding the world through a lens you don't own. Every person is learning in a way that is unique to them. Your job is simple. Be aware. Be present. Be adaptable. Be human. That's leadership. The porch light. Before we close tonight, I want to leave you with one more story. A while back, I was driving home late. It had been a long day, the kind that drains you in places you didn't know could get tired. I pulled into my neighborhood and noticed something small, something easy to miss. A porch light. Just one. On a quiet street. Nothing special. Nothing dramatic. But it hit me harder than it should have. Because that porch light wasn't for the house. It wasn't for the yard. It wasn't for decoration. It was for someone who wasn't home yet. Someone still on their journey. Someone still out in the world. Someone who needed a signal that said, I'm here. I see you. Whenever you're ready, you can come in. And that's leadership. Leadership isn't dragging people. It isn't forcing them. It isn't demanding they be where you want them to be. Leadership is being the porch light. It's staying steady. It's staying visible. It's staying consistent. It's staying warm. It's staying open. Even when people are late. Even when they're lost. Even when they're not ready. Even when they don't know how to ask for help. You don't control their pace. You don't control their path. You don't control their want to. You control your light. And when people are ready, when their journey brings them back around, they will remember who stayed lit. That's the kind of leader the world needs. That's the kind of leader you can choose to be. The challenge for this week. Your challenge is simple but not easy. Choose one person in your life, work, home, or community, and practice meeting them exactly where they are. Not where you want them to be. Not where you think they should be. Not where you used to be. Not where you're headed. Where they are. Do 3 things. Observe them without judgment. Notice their energy, their pace, their mood, their lens. Ask one question that helps you understand their journey. Something small. Something human. How's your day going? What's on your mind? What do you need right now? Adjust one thing about your approach. Your tone. Your pace. Your expectations. Your patience. Your presence. Just one adjustment. Because leadership isn't about changing people. It's about changing how you show up for them. Be the porch light this week. Steady. Consistent. Aware. Human. That's the journey. That's the work. That's leadership.
Hey, before you go, I've got something for you. If you've ever wanted to lead with more calm, confidence, and emotional intelligence, the kind that changes the temperature of a room, then you'll love what's waiting at the Want To project. It's called the VDR course. and it's built for people who already have the spark. The ones others look to when things get tough. You don't need fixing. You just need refining. Think of it like sharpening the blade you already carry. This isn't another motivational hype session. It's a system, practical, repeatable, and real, designed to help you lead, teach, and connect with emotional precision. It's the same framework I use to help facilitators, parents, and leaders moderate the emotional temperature of any room. So if you're ready to step into that next level, to lead like someone people are excited to see walk in, then head over to the Want To project and grab the VDR course. It's familiar, it's honest, and it's built for people like you, the ones who already care enough to want to do it better.